We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching. Nutty.
Good morning, folks. How are you doing? Well, now there I said it. It's morning, and forevermore you're trapped in morning. So if you're at night and you're listening to this, I fucked it up, and I apologize for that right off the bat. As you can see, the seat next to me is empty. If you're watching, hey, Asia Marie. Hi, Asia Marie is on Twitch with us, so we got some company. Padme1138 is a little under the weather. She had her second shot on Thursday, and as you may have heard, that can really kick some folks in the butt. So she's taking a little extra time this morning, and she should be joining us when we get to Star Wars. Okay. So we are down one member for now, but thankfully we have a guest this week, so you just don't have to look at me sitting here and staring at the camera and trying to talk. And with us this week is our friend Dan from the Skuttlebutt podcast, also known as QuiGonJinnandTonic. Quite a mouthful of a name.
Yeah, it's a long introduction. I haven't quite gotten like Game of Thrones level 1 down yet, but we're working on it.
You're difficult to abbreviate.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
He defies abbreviation. That would be a good moniker to have, after your name. He defies abbreviation and categorization in any way. Thanks for joining us this week.
Yeah, happy to be
fun
here.
time in your apps lately. It's fun to see the evolution of Marvel Collect.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting week. I will say that over there in Marvel, man. Really an interesting past couple of weeks, I guess. We've had some kerfuffles with releases. We had the release of a limited first print set that I don't think any of us thought we were ever going to get again.
In such a weird way. And
yeah, here's. We don't have to talk about it right now. We could go through the process of getting through all the apps, but I definitely have feelings on it. I think.
Well, you're our guest, so I always tend to let you guys, at least hold on to the wheel a little bit.
Well, hey, it's
and it's a hot topic because it has been. They've been fucking some shit up and doing some stuff and making some changes and things that folks aren't happy. And at the same time, we have the same situation with completely invisible devs. It feels like there as well.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has actually talked to anybody from Topps Marvel since Andy left in. What was that, December, I think?
We have the same situation in Star Wars as well. Basically, the leadership changed, and the new guys all just stayed in a bunker.
Yeah, which, maybe I get it. Like, you have... I'm sure if you visited those subreddits without any prior knowledge of the user base, you were kind of thrown into it. Yeah, maybe you'd be a little bit off put and whoa, I'm gonna ease into this pool here. But at the same time too, to just go with 4 or 5 months now of nothing is pretty ridiculous, man.
Well, you want to talk about starving? Go look at Star Wars lately because it's been absolutely horrible. And we still have no end in sight leading up to the beginning of May in terms of the cadence. Which is basically the same cadence, you might see at a funeral. it's a dirge. It's really quite a plodding cadence. There was a day where literally there was a set that comes out at 10 o'clock, and they were next to each other in the newest releases, which means they released one, and then a whole day went by, and then they released another one, and nothing in between.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those. They told us they were gonna. I don't know. Do you remember the Essentials set in Marvel at all? Do you remember that one?
I think I actually have a couple of those. They're pretty nice looking cards.
Yeah, it's that dual variant set, like 4 characters at a time. Blah blah blah. Those came back. I hated those when they were going originally, so of course they came back. And they came back and they were like, yeah, for the next like 4 weeks, I think we were gonna get four 4 characters a week. They did the first week and then just dropped.
Wow.
They were just like, nah, you know what? We rethought it. We rethought
we
that
looked at the
one.
crystal sales around this particular release and saw nothing. And so we stopped it, and we're going to do something else that will get you to spend money.
Yeah. So, it's been weird, I guess, where it's like some real odd negatives and some real odd positives. And I don't know. And, Jim and I are obviously running this whole thing right now. For
right,
giveaways.
Yes. The celebration that never was at Tops, basically.
Yeah. Well, because it was like we thought we were talking and we're like, what did they do last year? Because that should have been a pretty big one. Right. And we were like, well, I was like, well, on Reddit, one of the mods gave away a Thanos reserve that he owned. And then they gave away 4 bundles of like 1,000 diamonds, I want to say. It was like
$4. Wow. Holy shit, guys. Yeah. Take it easy. God damn.
Yeah. And that was the official giveaway from Tops. So we were kind of like, okay, so we got to beat it.
So easy. Hi. Don't put the bar any lower for us to fucking hop over. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So we were basically, we were kind of like, hey, do you have some change in your couch cushions? We'll just mail it to these people and that'll work. But then Jim came up with this whole giveaway season thing, and it's been great, man. A lot of positive comments.
Well, and it looks like that your community has really gotten behind it as well. A lot of the stuff that you're giving away on a daily basis is all donated stuff from folks in the community as well. So everybody's they're more excited about it than Tops is. It's great.
Yeah, it's cool. It's awesome.
Good job. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you
for actually leading a community, guys. Well done. Seriously.
Huge props to Jim, though, is the thing, man. I was like, we should do something, but Jim kind of was there to really hammer out the details and get it to be what it is right now, I think. And so I will take a back seat in the credit, to his doings, I guess. But
yeah, well, that's what it takes. Somebody's got to fucking spearhead that thing. I go to all kinds of meetings in school and stuff like that, and everybody's got a lot of ideas about how they want the dance to go. But when it's time to fucking go get the shit and put it up, not that many people are there to fucking get the shit done.
Right.
That's where you get to make the decisions. So
yeah.
Props to him. Props to you. Good job, guys. You're fucking killing it over there.
Well, thank you.
And your podcast is fantastic as well. I really enjoy it, and I'm so grateful for you for being here today. Thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So moving into the world of digital cards, even though we've kind of already been pretty deep, but we're going to get even deeper. Over in Tarot Cards, did you do anything over there, buddy?
I am not a Tarot Cards guy. And I
with all those Stephen King novels behind you, I know they're not yours, but
see, yeah, we've talked about this.
They're Talisman.
No, my fat head is blocking my shelf, which is just a bunch of nerd shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool. I see cards and all your physical shit.
Yeah. Got a bunch of trading cards. And
maybe at the end of the show, I'll take down the green screen and the wall of fame.
You can see the vault.
Yeah, because it's pretty. We got this room pretty toy. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot what I was saying earlier.
That's what you get for drinking beer at 8:00 in the morning. This man already told me he was at the liquor store buying beer at 8:00 because he works all night. He's a fucking crazy vampire. I don't even know how he has time to be here with us at 9:30 in the morning. Again, so fucking grateful. Thank you.
Dude, I'm happy to be here. It's fun, man.
And tarot cards is fun. They have a lot. It's stupid. It's fun. It's a lark. You don't have to get serious. If you like horror movies, you should go check it out. It's fun. The Rattlers thing that I was doing, I do one set a week. I try to do whatever the hot thing is on Friday. Friday's usually the good set that's coming out for whatever reason. Friday seems to be that's the day. So Rattlers finished up. I was doing that one about terrifying snakes biting people. I didn't see it. I don't know, but I collected the whole thing and I got my awards. And then they just started on Friday a set dedicated to a movie called Ryga, which is the sequel to a movie called Rygo that came out last year. It's a kaiju flick. And it's like an indie thing funded by some comedian in Japan.
Okay.
He was a big kaiju fan, and he wanted to make a Godzilla movie. He couldn't. He was thwarted in his efforts to do that, and so he said, "Well, fuck it, I'm going to make a kaiju movie and make my own kaiju and all that stuff." And really low budget, and it's in Japanese and subtitled, so it was going to be
Okay.
incomprehensible anyways. And then it's a fucking mess. I did try to watch the second one time too, and it's again a big fucking hot mess, but it's fun shit. So
Okay.
and our friend Frank Reynolds, Chris, he's big in any kind of monsters, wampas, creatures, rancors, all that kind of shit, and that's what he loves in tarot cards as well. So he's after all the Riga stuff. He's super excited, and that'll probably go on for a little bit. He had relics before and stuff like that. He was on a big quest when he got into the app to run that stuff down that he had missed.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's yeah, if you're looking for creatures, I'd have to imagine a place like Tarot Cards would have you covered, you know.
Most of the times it's just, some goofball in a Halloween mask. It's, super low budget. It's rare to see anybody even spend, $38 on latex for a fucking terrible rubber monster. I mean, the pinnacle of Tarot Cards was that movie Velocipaster. Have you seen it?
You have told me about this. I think last time I was on, you were like, dude, you have to see Velocipaster.
I can't believe you haven't. It's like you and it's you and that movie are like Matt to Hamilton. You won't fucking watch it. You won't watch Velocipaster. I guarantee you're going to enjoy, dude. Seriously. It's so fucking great. But that's like the pinnacle of tarot cards. It's as good as it fucking gets right there. And that was just a fluke. So a total accident. Every once in a while, the blind squirrel finds a nut of a good property. Sure. That's a weird analogy. So a Neon Mob, that's another one I do. A lot of folks in our Discord do that one. Again, another lark, low stakes. I do the pro. It's like $10 a month.
Yeah.
For that one, just to kind of keep it afloat. A lot of times just because I forget. The thing renews and I'm like, well, fuck it. Okay, that's okay. $10 to keep the lights on over there, and it's an app I've used for years and years and years. And there are sets I really fucking enjoy. I was looking through, I always collect those glitch sets, the Jared Scott ones, and there's one that's out now, this third season series of Skin. And it's all, he takes these photographs of girls in bathing suits. He's a photographer. And so he has access to all these pictures.
I'm glad you clarified.
Yes, he's a photographer. He's a professional photographer. He takes all these pictures for different things and stuff like that. So, and then glamour shots and stuff for actresses and models and shit like that. All that kind of stuff. He's professional. So he has all this stuff. So he glitches it out and turns it into a thing. Well, man, this new series is like one of the best looking things. Damn.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah, it's just it's a love letter to the female form. Fantastic.
Okay.
So there's a set that just came out this week called Pomological Collection.
No idea what that means.
I have no idea either. I don't know what that is the science of. It looks like, but it's all like plants and fruits and grains and all kinds of stuff like that. And it's like like the Audubon books with all the bird paintings and stuff. It's like that, but it's different vegetation and plant and stuff like that with all their scientific bullshit around it and all that stuff, and really nicely done. Obviously this is some big scientific collection that somebody has gotten access to a digital library of. It may be something that's actually free to use too. But they turned it into a set. 500 fucking cards. You thought
500 cards?
Yeah, Omnibus was like, yeah, we got this fucking, and then Neon Mob's like, hold my fucking beer, baby.
I don't know, man. If you pass $4.98, I gotta stop. That's not my limit.
That's a step too far.
Yeah, it's like if $4.99, maybe $500. Get out of here.
And there's no award. There's no awards in any of these things.
See, that's something that gets me too, man. Everybody always does that. They're like, here's a 100 card set, no awards. Like, make a 99 card set with one award. That's an idea.
Do the math. Come on, do something.
Come on, man.
But I'm collecting this stupid thing. I have nothing else to collect over there. And they have a legendary in that one too, which are really crazy rare. It's like one in every 450 packs. I've never pulled one of these fucking things in any set. I collect sets all the time that have them. There's sets that have those that I've pulled for literally like a year. Never get one.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, are they dealing with the same type of odds per pack like Topps does, where it's like each instance is its own individual thing, or is it
I believe
more
so,
like a
yeah.
physical set?
I believe
Okay,
so. Yeah, it's basically every pack is an event and all that stuff. So yeah, and they have different kind of packs with better odds over here. The ones you
right,
buy are obviously going to be the best, and then there's a few as a pro. In the limited sets, like the one I'm talking about, the pomological thing, it's a limited set. So
okay,
everything's pre-minted, and so there's only a set amount, and so there's really no reason to get in fast on the thing like some of the other sets where you get low mints and stuff like that. But
right,
it's all meaningless. There's no fucking value there at all in the world, and
yeah.
diminishing by the day because of the next topic, the blockchain, which has got
Oh yes.
everybody shitting their fucking pants right now because
Oh man.
holy shit, there's so many big things going on. Every week we've been talking about this for months and months, y'all. I don't know how you're not on board, but all of a sudden they announced that they're going to do baseball. They're doing MLB baseball, and that's going to be coming out on 420. It's going to be a goddamn circus.
Yeah, that's whew, I man, that's so hard for me to like even think of trying to get in, because it's just by the time your connection would even be established, be like, okay, well, mints 1 through a million are taken. I don't really care about 1 million and 2.
Well, there's some space there. I believe they'll probably do it the way that they've done some previous drops like Godzilla, where they basically there's a period where you buy your packs, and
Right.
the jumbo pack, that's $100 pack. I was talking about Godzilla, how that's a pretty fucking bold statement. You're going to do $100 pack. You're not fucking around.
Yeah.
But they sold those things out in 3 minutes. This one, same deal, $100. It's $100 pack, and that's the one where all the LE stuff is going to be. That's where
Okay.
you're going to run into the rares, the super rares. There's going to be collector's editions, all kinds of really insane shit is going to be in those packs. And then there's another one that's just going to be a regular pack with base in it that's going to be available for a period of time, which lends me to believe it's going to be very much like the Godzilla drop, where there'll be melds around those packs where people will basically go and run and buy more, or they'll run to the market and buy them with wax and then use those for melds for other things. And that'll run into where you get your minting. So first you're going to buy your packs at, it's either going to be 12 or 1 or 2 o'clock, something like that, somewhere in that area, that time zone's where it's going to be. Buy your packs. Yeah. 3 hours later, there should be a pack opening period.
Okay.
Now that's where everything fucked up on Godzilla, and I fully expect that's where it's going to fuck up on Bunt as well. They're going to have trouble on the front end because the crush is going to be huge. There's more supply. 25,000 packs at $100. Do the math. 2.5 million right there. Bam.
They'll sell it too, man.
Fast as they can sell it. And it's going to go quick. I fully expect that shit's going to sell out within 10 minutes at the most.
Yeah, that I honestly, if it was quicker, I would not be surprised. I mean, as hot as the physical baseball cards are right now.
My God, yeah. I mean, I see pictures of people standing in line outside Target, and they've got a ticket system and a raffle system going, and people having fist fights in the goddamn aisle and stuff like that over physical products. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just got a TikTok announcement for everyone. I'm not using it for anything other than looking at other people's shit. But so I was going through it, and like a bunch of mine are this algorithm they use for TikTok is fucking amazing, by the way. I have no idea how it works. But already it was like, here's card videos for you. And I was like, I didn't fucking sign up for anything yet.
Yeah. Wow, that is weird.
It's super weird, but I see all these videos, and it's like these two guys about to get in a fight in the Pokemon card aisle. And I'm just like, yeah, man, that's kind of how it is. I went to Target the other day at like 8 a.m, right when they opened. I took the train and I went to Target, and it was like already like 6 people deep, just waiting for somebody to come out, and the scared retail employee to set a box of booster packs down.
They don't even do that typically. A lot of time, most of the stores don't have in-store people doing that. That's a vendor that comes in and does all that stuff.
Yeah. No, they're waiting around. I've heard from plenty
They
of
put
people.
up a sign. They put up a sign in mine that said we put everything out on Fridays at 8 a.m. to make it fair and all this stuff. But I think it's horseshit. I think they just do that so people will leave us the fuck alone 6 days of the week, and the rest of them, then they'll just be disappointed on one day of the week. And because I found that GPK food fight when that came out in physical at Target, and they had boxes and boxes of it.
Yeah, I think the last physical like retail thing I ever bought was it was a Star Wars Holocron box, blaster box, and I was lucky to find those. They were shoved like way in the back of the things. Somebody was trying to hide them, I'm sure, and I just happened to check and find them. So I bought them, and now I regret opening them because of course you don't get anything really excellent out of physical blaster boxes, anyways. Yeah. Most of your big stuff comes in those hobby boxes. But they're selling for $50-$60, those blaster boxes. I paid $20 a piece.
Yeah, you pick them up for $20, and that's what's happening. People are flipping the things and stuff like that. And I'm in a card group on Facebook, and they're recriminating against each other. A guy shows 5 boxes of something, and they're like, "Oh, you're the reason I can't find anything at my store." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, does that fucking guy live in your town?" And seriously, just back the fuck off. I used to collect action figures and do the short pack shit and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And that was all very cutthroat, and it was the same deal. The guy that rolled out of the sack and went to Target on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. with the fam and didn't find anything is fucking raging, whereas the scalper that's out there every fucking day, Johnny in the spot, 8 o'clock is finding all the shit.
No, man, you gotta hustle on stuff like that. If you're waiting for your kids to finish their Cheerios before you head out to go hunting for collectibles, it's not gonna work.
Maybe you could join our new segment. You should quit. Basically,
I remember that.
Yeah, go online and fucking cry about it, and then we'll add you to. You should quit.
That's
it just not be cut out. It has always been thus. Supply and demand. But yeah, that's bled into the blockchain stuff and actually lended a lot of heat to this. I mean, you talk about right place, right time for all this shit. When everybody was stuck at home and couldn't go anywhere, here's collectibles that you can do in your house. Yeah. You never have to fucking go anywhere. Just give us your credit card, and boom, there you go. So that's a lot of people are like really scared about the MLB. So I want to lay this out for anybody out there who's thinking of trying this. Number one, biggest question I get is, do I need to have wax? No, you do not. You do not have to hold any cryptocurrency to get in on this drop. If you want to get in on this, all you need is a credit card. Okay. So on the day of, there's a website. You can find it. Google it up. It's like wax MLB, some shit or something like that. So look it up, find the goddamn website. On the day of the drop, there'll be a countdown on the thing. That page will show the packs, the 2 different ones. Don't mess with the $5 pack, or $10 pack. It's no point. If you're not in for 100, don't even fucking bother, is my advice. Okay. Have a preloaded, if you have it, credit card in your browser. Like if you use Google and you have a preloaded that you use all the time for various shopping things, that's what I'd recommend. Do not use a debit card under any circumstances. It will not fucking work. It will look like it went through, and then at the end, after the drop, and everyone's got their packs, you don't get anything, and you don't get anything, you don't get anything, and then you will look and realize that it didn't go through. So real credit card, not a debit, and because speed's going to be the essence. It's at 25,000, you want to get into the line where they're processing your shit, because what they've done in the past is it feels like they basically take a shitload of orders, then they go through an order and fill them, and then when shit sells out, boink, sorry, here's your money back.
Yeah.
So it's going to be time is of the essence, and have something preloaded, no debit, and you're ready to go. You should go and create a Wax wallet. That's basically another. It's free. Just go online, Google Wax wallet, and it'll take you right there. Sign up, get your whatever .wham, and you're ready to go. You've got a wallet. Then on the day of the sale, when the countdown's going, make sure that you've logged in to your Wax wallet and you're ready to go there. And you got your preloaded thing. And when it's time to go, get ready and get that shit in your cart and check it out as quick as you can. Then you will wait, and then you'll see what you got in your packs.
Yep. Yeah, and and the opening too. Like, if you're gonna buy, I think you got to make sure also you're available for the opening window too. That's
For sure, because they say that's pre-minted. Well, that typically only applies to the base cards. Those are usually pre-minted. But there's other cards that the collector's editions and things like that, when they come out of that pack, is what they mint as. And then when we have melds later on, which looks like probably either the base packs or possibly base cards, you will probably see some kind of melds for things. They're already talking about some of that stuff. So get ready for that. So there'll be a lot of things you can do with your cards once you get them, and then it's going to be crazy. So I think it'll probably be a mess. Over in Top Shots this week, they had a hot drop that they dropped one of their rare packs, which was the legendary pack. Actually, I think it was the Hollow Icons.
Okay.
That's $1,000 pack. If you can get one. They only had, I think it was like, 3,000 or 4,000 of the things. They're selling them for $100 a pop. And you basically, it's luck of the draw. There was probably, 97,000 people trying to get into the queue for the thing. I don't know how many they actually sold, but it wasn't that many. And they're basically everybody gets in line. And this one, the qualifiers for it were rough. You had to have 15 moments in your collection. So you had to be fairly hardcore. I only have like 5, I think. So,
oh my God.
And it's hard because you never get a chance to fucking buy anything.
Right.
I mean, how even if I wanted to buy $1,000 pack, which I don't particularly, unless it's with their money.
Right. If they're gonna
play with house money, yeah, baby, yeah. Because
hell yeah.
There was a guy that showed like him. There was like a pack opening, and the guy like opened his thing, and he looked at all the cards, and he looked at the rarest one, the big one last.
Yeah.
And it was like, brr, 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 brr. I think it actually made a sad trombone when he flipped the thing over, and but it was like some absolute turd. But that turd was like he ended up selling it for $2,000 in the market. So
yeah, that Top Shot, I don't understand. It's massive. I think Jim was in it for a little bit. He told me, and with got a free pack somehow or something like that, or somehow, but ended up making money on it because apparently nobody knows how to use YouTube for NBA clips, I guess.
No, it's cooler when you own it. I own that moment. Anytime you see it in a YouTube clip, you'll just get this little glow. I own that moment.
I'm so torn on this whole NFT thing because obviously I'm very far into this digital collectible realm, in the non-NFT space. And it makes me so like, I just conflicted internally because I'm like, that's FOMO, so
right?
stupid.
You're getting the FOMO, right?
It's not even FOMO. It's like, it's legitimately like, that's so stupid. You can't own that moment. I can go watch it on YouTube. And then I'm like, how many times have I heard it's just a JPEG? Right. You don't own it.
Yeah,
about these.
We
and I'm like,
into ownership a long time ago. This was not a high thing for us to hop over on this deal.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. It's rough. I can't, for some reason, I just can't get over that mental block and get on top of these NFT things, but.
Well, it's definitely hot shit, and the MLB's really got a lot of people woke up. I mean, there's folks in, I'm in several different things in my Twitter group seems to have been the most stodgy about getting into it. There's a couple of folks that have actually kind of dabbled around in it. Matt Jacobus and stuff like that have been in with me on it, and but now when the baseball thing, they're like, okay, hey. How do I do this? And all of a sudden they're like, okay, where's the fucking tutorial? When like every time I brought it up for like 8 months, motherfuckers are like crickets. And now when it's shit that they want, they're all like, hey Greg, how do I get some NFTs?
I think I did see a couple of them looking at how to buy Doge on Twitter.
Oh well, no, there's a bunch of guys like Biggs he bought into that Doge like a while ago, like when it first came out because he just thought it was stupid and bullshit. And now it's like crazy. And I guess it's those fucking GameStop idiots that did this shit.
It is
what I'm saying. So I'm like, God damn, why don't you fucking go get wax? Give them a wax up. go drive up, price them a wax.
Hell yeah, man.
Sell it. I could sell it, but
right.
I need it for Mars Attacks. So leave it at that. So yeah, looking forward to MLB. Fully expected to be a hot fucking mess. I don't know what's going to be going on that day. but I have fear of missing out on a big mess. Over in the also tangentially connected world of sports apps, Bunt actually had to put out a like press release thing in their app going, hey, no, keep buying Bunt. NFTs are no threat. We love you guys too, and we're always going to have a digital community for you guys.
Well, I guess I did kind of read that also as like a, hey, don't worry, we're not canceling Bunt now that these NFTs exist, and both will keep going. But it also, like, now that you say that, it's like also like, oh yeah, it's definitely a like, nah, stay, like we can both be here. Like,
well, I mean, and I would think their spenders are probably primed. They're probably ready because I mean they have a VIP level that goes up fucking through the goddamn roof, and the guys that are spending real fucking hard money on Bunt, god damn, seriously, change brands, get them fucking blockchain shit right there.
Asia has Doge.
Yeah, Asia Marie has Doge.
Yeah, nice.
Dogecoin, such a dumb thing.
Fuck the power.
That's so great, but congratulations. I hope you cash out on this stuff. It's been amazing, the blockchain stuff, to see folks in our group get into it and then get way the fuck into it, like way more even than I've been. I'm focused on NFTs and properties that I like and stuff like that. But we've got folks in our group that have been like doing staking. We've got folks that are doing in the upland thing where they're actually like mining. And actually like,
that's awesome.
Because you have basically, there's some kind of mechanism where you basically collect different elements together, and then you have a piece of land or whatever, and you mine that thing. You basically, there's a game that's involved in it, and they're actually creating wax for themselves through that process.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I have no idea how all that works, but they're way the fuck into it. So it's been really fascinating to see elements of it pop up in people's interest that I just never even imagined. And I think so much more to explore because it is all so new.
Yeah, I mean, we're in this real weird space right now, with everything. And this is not how I thought 2021 was going to go, but I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah, I still want my flying car, so
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'll let a lot of shit slide as long as I don't want flying cars because I don't want a car to fly into my fucking house. God damn, these people drive cars and drive right to the goddamn nail salon every time. I'm going to have motherfuckers coming through the wall left and right around here. It's crazy.
Right. It's like I thought I was safe on second floor.
No.
And then you just have no idea.
You fucking find a little berm and vault right into your fucking window, man. It could happen any moment. I'd get a lot of hits off that one.
That's true. You could sell that NFT. I'd buy that moment.
So the Bunt's scurred, and its players are a little worried, but they're going to be fine for now. And then over in MLS, they just dropped the new base for the new season, I guess. So if you want to do some cross trading with guys that don't say mate at the end of every goddamn sentence, MLS guys give you like 40% less mate.
Nice.
So
okay.
That's always an upside for that deal. I use all this. I do all this stuff for cross trade. That's just my bread and butter, especially with these stupid components. Last week on the show, Chris was like, "Oh, I need this ship and I need that ship, baby. Yeah, what you need?" Bam, 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 and now I was like, "Oh, I only have 23 Imperial Gunners now." So I had to go out and start cross trading real hard this week to get my numbers back up on those.
Yeah,
I feel like a man again. So that's good. But do some cross trading. Skate Universe actually came out this week. Nice looking set, and it has iconics in coin packs.
Oh, that's nice.
Super long odds, so you're gonna have a tough time pulling those. But hey, if you don't like skate, if you don't care about hockey, your luck will be really great. You probably pull one. So go out and throw some skate pennies at that one, and throw your gloves down on the ice and start a fight. So that's fun. And at 1 in 250 on that one. Bunt had a set this week with iconics also in coin packs. 1 in 750 odds. Ow. Really long odds. But there's a shitload of them too. And of course there's ones that people are more interested in, like SIGs versus an iconic base, which is in that same iconic rarity thing.
Right.
So you basically have the same odds to pull this shitty rainbow base versus the awesome motion rainbow signature relic,
of course,
that everybody's throwing babies at. So
I hate the shared pools, man. That's got to stop.
So they do that, And then over in Slam, interesting note they just apparently just released a bunch of performers from their slate. Probably going over to some of there's a lot of, it seems like there's a lot more wrestling outfits going these days, doesn't it seem?
I have no idea because I don't follow wrestling, so
I don't either, but it seems like I see commercials for another outfit, AEW or UEA or some bullshit like that.
There's another new one. Yeah, there is a new one because I have seen people talk about it, but I have no idea what it is.
There's always an indie one where it seems like everybody in the thing is jumping off 30-foot ladders through goddamn table, flea
It's just
market
good stunt work, Greg.
It's constant. And it's like, oh, we're more extreme, it's like, we're gonna kill a wrestler any day now. You better fucking tune in. You can see that shit live.
Live execution. That's what will get me into wrestling, I tell you what.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a gladiator type sport.
Just FYI, no, that won't. If anybody is concerned, no, that I would not watch that.
Dan's terrified of getting canceled. Terrified of getting canceled. I am not. I haven't so far, so it's okay. But they released a whole bunch of people, and their bases are, at least Billie Kay. I don't know what the fuck she did that was so bad, but they had a big announcement saying that her stuff's not going to be in any of the packs anymore.
Oof.
So they kind of Gina Carano'd her.
She got Carano'd, man.
She got Carano'd, man. I don't know what. I think she's actually married to the guy who's in charge of the Upstart thing. Then somebody very helpfully told me, guys out there, if you think I know a lot of stuff about stuff, 99% of the time somebody's telling me about it in the Twitch feed. There was about 4 examples of that last time where I just kind of worked it right into the flow, and then when I saw, man, I should have fucking credited somebody for giving me that goddamn information, and I can't remember who was that told me that all these people had left, but like Samoa Joe left, Peyton Royce, who I thought was a pretty big one for them, Mickey James and Bo Dallas, and then some other ones I heard about. There was a whole bunch of them, and a bunch of those names I actually recognized. Apparently they have like a non-compete thing for like 90 days. So somewhere around June, you'll probably see Billie Kay and a bunch of these other yahoos show up on this Upstart thing.
Okay.
So, and I don't know if that's going to do anything for cross-training. The Slam guys, I've said repeatedly, are just, wow, they're special. Really fun. Really fun to cross-train. All right. So, and then Disney Collect, I got my Hannah Montana awards this week.
Oh shit! Nice.
I got all those. So yeah, and then immediately there was this guy sitting in a bar stool telling me to have a seat.
Greg, do you know why I'm here?
That was on Nightline. It was cool.
Why are you here?
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought the wine coolers, I guess.
Holy shit!
They always brought wine coolers, right?
It's like that, like Mike's fucking hard lemonade.
Yeah, Mike's lemonade. Yeah, exactly. It tastes like soda pop, but it makes your pants come off.
Good Lord.
Ridiculous. So yeah, so that was all I did really in Disney Collect. Really fucking bored with that. Just collect.
Hold on. That is worse if that's the only thing you did in Disney Collect.
Really, yeah, literally, I collected my award from the Hannah Montana. I have so many fucking coins. Like the only thing that even mildly interests me, I'm just like, oh, okay.
I'm
not even
opening it.
I just pull until I finish the thing.
The last time I opened Disney was. Somebody had told me that, hey, you have a bunch of like common and uncommon from like the very start of the app, and those might actually be worth something because they release shit 12 times a day, and they people are after these old cards, and I was like, okay, like here's a good mix of them. I'm looking for Venomized and Marvel if anyone's cross trading, and of course everyone's like, no, like like the people who would have Venomized to cross trade probably already have those cards, and the people who don't have those cards definitely don't have Venomized to cross trade.
I was actually looking at my stack because I knew you were going to be on here to see if I actually had any of those, and I was surprised that I did. A bunch of those there's like the Venomized original art ones, right?
No, not the original art from the original art was from WinterCon here.
Okay, those are the ones I have, I guess.
Yeah, no, I hoard those original Venomized sets. I think they were like May or June of 2019. They're like one of the first sets.
The sepia-toned olden times.
I love it.
Little boy just went by the window pushing a hoop with a stick.
You know, it's funny because I actually do remember paying about a nickel an insert for those.
Wow. Now you
Yeah.
changed that. You fucked that market all up.
Whoopsie.
Well, so let's get into it. Marvel Collect.
Yeah.
Nice update. Be a shame if anything happened to it. Was what I wrote, because what a fucking. I loved seeing white blank nothing of my all the base cards from 2019, except they looks like about X-Men when those, because those came out later. Those are all fine, but all the first run base from the first go at the app are invisible with name, just a blank thing with a little name on it.
I loved it. Although, man, I did get really scared because I told people I was trying to complete one of those event steps, and it was like get 100 cards, and I was like, dude, if you want to swap base for hordes or whatever, complete sets, like just send them here. I'll swap base all night. And people were sending me these trades, and then suddenly the cards are just blank images, and I was like, I think I learned this lesson before.
Can't do anything right now. Can I was like, please.
Well, and then I was hitting info, and it's like, this is a base tier 1, and I was like, I don't believe you, but accept. Like, so I don't know. My horde might have taken a hit.
You just only accept from your trusted sources. You got to have people where you just like, I don't even fucking look at what they're sending. I just accept.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a very few and far between are those people in Marvel, man.
In Marvel.
In Marvel and Disney, oh my god, man. Those new apps, those 2 new ones are just awful for the amount of what they like to call the greed feed over there. Man.
Yeah, well, they complain about it endlessly too. Jesus God Almighty! You've got these new players, and they've just started. It seems like, wow. I mean, they're not ready for it. A lot of the times, I think my you should quit this week is from Marvel.
I'm excited.
Well, here, I'll do it before Crystal gets it, because she probably doesn't think it's a good idea. So here we go. All right. And
is it me?
All right. So your part is to go, you should quit. Okay. So small rant. The difference between the second and third mutants prints seems negligible. He really misspelled negligible very badly. Difference between gold/silver and /400cc. They sell on eBay for about the same as well. Wow, what a sentence structure this guy's got. Want to compete one of these sets and have about a half a set. How is anyone supposed to gauge the value? One SR and a rare? Better SRs? I just think it's a pain in the balls. And small rant. That was a small rant. So,
it is now my line.
Yes, line.
Oh, well, yeah, you should quit.
You should quit. You're not up to this. And again, it's the thing that's frustrating him the most is the vending machine principle of somehow there's a number of coins that I can shove into this other person, and they'll pop out the cards that I want, and it's based off of 2 of these and 1 of these equals this, and that should do it, right? Wrong.
That's the thing, man. I love the post. It's a Star Wars trader subreddit post somebody made, and it basically details, in no small amount of words, why people don't have to trade you their cards.
Right.
They just don't have to. I don't care if the value is exactly the correct amount. If I don't want to trade you my cards, I'm not gonna fucking do it.
Even sometimes when you're winning, I mean, seriously, don't tell me the odds that we're to pull are better on your card versus my card. At some point, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Nobody cares what the mechanic was that for, because if it was based off pull mechanics, there would be sets out there that are like astronomically more valuable than the biggest fucking gildeds out there. It's ridiculous.
For sure. Yeah. No,
we had tops fucks us doesn't equal value.
And that's the thing. Is it a part of the equation for people? Like, should they be considering that? Sure. Yeah, you know,
I mean, I understand they still feel stung, but I'm not responsible for the pain you inflicted on yourself.
No, not at all. And that's the thing is everyone has a different way to value their cards. Everyone, you know, has a right to have their different ways to value their cards. And no one can tell anyone else this is how you should do it. I feel comfortable, I guess, at this point in my Marvel Collect career.
You can, because you have a podcast.
Okay, see, you beat me to the punch here with a joke, but here's the thing: I feel comfortable saying, here's what you should look for. Here's the things you should consider. But if you're like, dude, I fucking love the shit out of this newest cash grab set, and to me, it's worth solid gold. Fine, man, that's fine. You won't get trades. You know, nobody's going to trade you that amount for them, but that's fine. You can value them that way. You know,
yeah, it's definitely at a level it's personal. You know, especially when you're talking about, you know, hoards and stuff like that, or you know, especially with, you know, character collectors and stuff like that. But man, people try some really wild shit, and again, it's trying to change the equation in their favor. It's the same thing you do in a trade. And, you know, people will come in and shit talk a good card. You know, oh, there's lots of those around, stuff like that. Well, this is the one I had, and if you want something, pay me. So.
Yeah, man, I get it. You know, that's the thing. I hoard a pretty desirable set in the app, and I always say, like, that's fine. If we can't work out a deal for yours, you know, there's plenty out there. I'll go grab it somewhere else from somebody who wants my price. You know, that's fine. You know, we don't have to always make a deal either. You know, like, that's something I think people don't quite understand, is just because you initiate an offer does not mean you have to end with a trade.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, and Marvel guys seem to have trouble with gauging value between Star Wars and Marvel, which should be fairly easy, because eBay just seems to be my lodestone on that. If it's 5 here, it's 5 there. Let's do this. You know.
Yep. So, yeah, man, it's all,
and even less. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I've cross traded where I'm getting like an Imperial gun, you know, Death Star gunner, and, you know, component, and they're just like, fuck yeah, and then they come back and try to get more shit because they think I'm, you know, retarded or in some kind of home or something. I'm not sure exactly. They're like, yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot. Let me get some more shit here. It's like, oh, sorry, that was all I wanted, just that one gunner. Wow, you really are fucked up in a bad way. I don't know why Yosemite Sam is who I'm trading in most apps right now.
I like it. I think he'd be good at these apps.
He would be good.
He would be good.
He's got that built-in level of rage. I think is going to carry him a long way.
He'd keep doing the line bit across the cliff for offers. Like, that's how he'd counter.
So
like, trade me this card.
When I was looking through the app in preparation for being on with you, I was looking around at sets and things that I have pulled recently and stuff like that. And one of the things that jumped out at me, and I think it's kind of a sleeper, and I'm probably fucking it up right now, is the Black Light set. I think was a really nice one in that one. I'm not sure how much reused art was in that, but those are really nice looking cards. And I'm pretty sure they're going to do some more of those. But I went out and actually bought that set on eBay for $15 because I just thought they looked so nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. I definitely agree with you. It's a nice looking set. And you know, every now and then we do get something that does look nice and it's well put together. They got an awful problem with reusing art. You know, for having access to the entire Marvel Comics library, it's kind of fucking ridiculous. But you know, I understand there's an approval process.
Really is, though. I mean, I don't think they can. Right. You know, I don't think they're allowed to go, oh, I remember this panel from, you know, Amazing Fantasy 3 that I wanted to, you know, highlight for some reason. I don't think they can just pull it out, make a scan, put it in a card. I think they just have this library of shit that's basically been handed to them, and those are their elements. Give us these elements. That's what I keep hearing about. Is these shared libraries that they have, basically they can just access back and forth.
Yeah.
So, but they have some nice stuff there, and you know they're kind of, you know, winning me over with so much Man Thing. They just dropped the purple melds this week. I was able to get out there, meld a couple of those, and immediately get Man Things.
Excellent, man. That's so I take it you're hoarding, man.
Rainbow is complete, yes, and I am hoarding. I try to get in there at least once a day and just put out a hoard post, and I have a pre-fill all loaded up and stuff like that. So yeah, I am trying to hoard over there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. Is I feel like it's probably decently easy to build up a little bit of a hoard over there, just because nobody else is really hoarding. That's not.
It's difficult because the base is new, so a lot of people don't have a lot of stuff. Like when the purple meld started up, there was only like 15 of the man things that had been melded for yet.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty easy. I think the first one I melded, I think, was Captain Marvel. So
okay.
She's real pretty. I had a real easy time getting man thing for her. So.
Yeah. No, it's yeah. I mean, that's fair, and the ladies will always, have the premium.
Those leading ladies.
My lord, just the horniness in these apps needs to stop, folks.
It's not going to. I know it probably is increasing as we speak. So, is there anything else I missed in your magical world of Marvel?
Oh God.
Are you saving some nuggets for the show?
No, man. I'm here. I'm free to talk. I don't have not that I'm aware of. Maybe Jim made me sign a contract at some point that I'm not supposed to talk about certain things, but no, it's been a weird week. We've got this event going on, this Guardians of the Galaxy event.
Okay.
And people are fucking frustrated with it.
I saw the math on that one, and I can understand why.
I can understand it. And then I was thinking about it the other day. I guess for anybody who doesn't know, any of your listeners who don't know, it's a fusion event. You have to complete steps, and they give you certain fusion resources. You fuse those for a die cut. Once you get a full set of die cuts, you fuse those for a full color card. Then you fuse that for a purple card. Then you fuse a full set of the purple for a motion card. These cards are not easy to come by, except in really terrible direct purchase pack, or by doing the steps in these events, and many of them are time locked. So many of
the fucked up event. In other words,
it's. I would have to say it would be impossible to complete if you were free to play. I think it actually would be impossible, because I think people keep doing the math and they're like, yeah, you need like 300,000 of these fusion resources to do, or some bullshit like that.
Plus trading.
Right. Which is fair, but it's like you look at the top hoarders that there are in any app. It's like they've been working for years to hit 100K, and so you want people to hit 3 times that in 30 days, I think it ran for.
Well, we have an event in Star Wars right now that's going to last for 80 years.
I saw that. I just saw that this morning. The private screening, A New Hope, private screening or some shit.
So that's, fucking Captain America is going to fucking sit on a bench and that's goddamn one.
Yeah.
Fucking shield of Sam.
Oh my God.
That's a Marvel reference for you right there.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the Twitch chat. It looks like Asia has gotten 1 full color card so far.
I have a couple of the first meld, and people keep trying to give me regular common for it. Regular common. Yeah. Thing. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think so.
No, man. That's the thing. Is like I think someone is going to complete the set, but they're going to trade a lot for it. And
then they get regrets. That's all they're going to get out of that, because I just don't think
it's not a good looking
set. At that set. I don't think that's going to be one like there was like, oh, this is totally aspirational. I've got to fucking I can't believe somebody owns it and I don't.
This is the thing, right? Is this might be legitimately the only way to get a 1-of-1 card in Marvel. It might honestly be, because I think there's 2 of them that are sitting at 0 count right now. There's under 3 weeks to go. At the rate people are doing this, I don't know, man. You might if you fuse a Ronin, one of these Ronin, I think is one of them. Motion cards. You're probably sitting on a 1-of-1. I would guess by the end of it. I don't think many of them are going to be made. And
what is the award? Is it a nice award?
I don't even know if there's an award. I got to be fucking honest with you, dude. I don't know. I saw the event, I saw what it took, and I was like, eh. And then
Carnage and Ghost Spider, and they're kissing.
Oh God, dude, I think the app would burn down, man.
Yes.
Just the amount of people trying desperately to get this.
I love both of those characters the most.
Oh my God.
So any other hot shit going on over there?
Nah, just that first print set.
The first print set. Now let's talk about that, because the way they used to do those was completely different. And honestly, there's not a big difference in terms of card. There's no difference in the card counts. It's a limited count thing. The card counts are the same. The first edition were 250 count, I think. Then the second were 1,000. Then they went up to what?
1,500 in some. They varied a little bit, because I think I remember some of the first ones were 750 on the second print. And then they would go to like 1,500 or 2,000, and then it's like either 3,000 or 2,500. It depends on what that second printing is limited to. But I think all of the most recent ones have been like 1,000, like 2,500, like. I mean, right now it's unlimited.
I didn't get any of the first print, but I thought the second print looked really sharp with the gold border and 1,000 counts, just rock solid. I got one of those. I haven't cross trades with them, but I expect down the road when Man-Thing stuff comes around, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, man. That's the thing is there's just no limited content. So I was surprised they took as long to sell out as they did. I think they took about a day, which is a long time. That's a long time for a 250 print.
Hopefully it doesn't give Tops the leg to stand on to go, well, I guess people aren't really that interested at all.
See, this is the thing. I would hope it doesn't. The second prints sold out. Most of them sold out before the first prints. Because of the release structure, which is, as you were saying, they would release the first print, and that'd be limited to 250 count.
Yeah, it'd sell out in seconds. Everybody get punch each other.
Oh God, I got into a few arguments off and on the app about.
I got punched. They punched me.
They drove to my house.
They punched me. Mommy.
Yeah, it was. Good Lord. So it was. It was a frenzy, but it was worth it, right? If you were there and you happen to be there when they dropped, and it didn't used to be, they would announce it.
I mean, like when they did that first one, the first retro X-Man, that was just a fucking nuke. I mean, that was just goddamn the hottest fucking thing they'd. And to this day, those guys are just absolute value. Those are money fucking cards all day long.
I think I sold a dupe set for, I want to say I did like 220 on it, and people were like, holy shit, like this is a great price. And I was like, really? Like okay, like fine.
I'm charging you more. And they said,
yes,
this is not a good price, but it's still a good price.
Bump it up. Yeah. So, but that's how it was, is you want to be there. So I used to set alarms at noon. Because like, noon, 12:30, that was about when they dropped for me. So I'd set an alarm and I'd check my phone, and if nothing dropped, back to bed. But
I was constantly, in those days, I was constantly telling my kid on the way home from school, okay, I may have to pull over. I think I can get to the house before this thing happens, but I may have to pull over. Okay, so just don't freak out if I, stop in the parking lot at, somewhere.
Nothing's wrong. I just have an addiction.
Yeah, because we're on the East Coast, so like 2:00,
right?
2:00 and 3:30 and stuff like that was school time stuff going on all the time. So.
Yeah, but that used to be the method that they do this, and then obviously from there, first prints drop, second prints a bit later, and what they'd always say, based on demand, our printings will keep going. I think it only ever got to a fourth printing, which.
Well, yeah, because it got to the point where it's just like, please stop, don't do any more printing.
No one wants this.
Yeah, stop the printing thing.
Yeah,
it was odd to see that mechanic come back where they basically just put them out all at once this time. It's a great way to stretch the drop, and make people feel at every level, because those were in coin packs, right?
The second and under were in coin packs, yeah.
Yeah, so that's not bad. I mean, you were able to get LE contact with content with coins. So
Yeah,
that's a win for the everybody that's collecting over there, I think.
no, I was pretty happy with the drop. I think there was a little bit of frustration. People were like, "Oh, why it doesn't fit a reprinting structure then if you're printing them all at once." And it's like, okay, maybe the wording isn't right, but like this is better because it's when I pay my whatever the ridiculous price where it was this time. I think it was like 300 diamonds for 1 in 7 odds at the epics. At the first prints, and but it's like I pay that and I have like 1 in 2 shot at one of these 1,000 count cards.
Right.
Plus I'm completing these other sets. Like I much prefer that than to buy than to pay for these first prints one time. Then I gotta wait a couple weeks and I gotta buy more diamonds after I wasted all the ones I had left over on stupid shit. I gotta buy them for the second prints, and I gotta do it for the third prints and the fourth, and based on demand the fifth. Like it's just too much, So I really liked that there was just one drop. You kind of separate the big stuff from the smaller stuff with those odds and diamonds. It worked for me. I don't know, but
yeah, no, it seemed like a pretty fair solution. Using the box drop structure to get that LE content out there, get some stuff out to folks with coins. I was that was a pretty good deal. I think that was pretty nice. Good job. Anything else over there on Marvel?
I don't know, man. Send me Venomized. That's
Venomized, not those shit ones that I have from WinterCon.
Hey, they're good cards. They're just not what I'm after.
Well, I guess with that, we're ready to go into Star Wars.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, well, so no keeping it weekly, so no songs to sing or play.
Damn.
And I didn't come up with a "You Should Quit" song yet.
Dude, I rehearsed keeping it weekly all week. I was ready. I had a harmony and everything.
I want to see what comes out. I want to see.
Oh shit! I got called on my bluff. Never mind. I'm out.
We're up to 3 already. I want to see what's going on. So no, they didn't have any of those. The meditation chamber is up at 52.
Yes.
I still don't
have one, so it's crap.
Did you get one yet, Dan?
No, I waste all my credits, and then I occasionally, when I'm drunk, I spend $1, and I waste that too.
So do you buy the bundle for to hope for the black and all that stuff?
Yeah, no, I think I've only ever gotten one of those black cards in there, and then otherwise it's just like, oh, here's $1. I don't know why I tried.
I had 2 of the Ray blacks. I'd pulled a Ray and I pulled another one, and then
nice.
So I had 2 of them, and then I was out looking around for components one day, and some guy had like 3 of those Imperial gunners, the Death Star gunners, and 3 of them. So I sent him one of those rays for one of them, and he was like, "Holy fuck, yeah!"
Nice, man. That's a win, dude. You just made that dude's day.
Dude, but I mean, like, you can't. I don't think I've pulled one of those things. I've never pulled one. They're like 1 in 25,000 odds or some bullshit like that.
The black cards?
No. Those components.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about it was a black like gunner base.
He switches topics like that.
I do that a lot. You never
Welcome
know.
to my world.
Yeah, I'm wily like a cat like that. You're not gonna pin me down. Want to change backgrounds, Crystal? You gonna stay the same?
Change it.
Okay, boom this.
Okay.
Nice.
There you go. Now it's this. Okay, so yeah, 52. Boo, I don't have one. Sets. Oh man, so we did get fucking ported like a motherfucker on Saturday. Holocron Wave 1.
It's just
50 cards. That's 200 base cards in that set.
Yeah.
It is a monster. So
it's massive.
I see people like, yeah, collected them all. I'm like, no, you have not. You are 1/4 of the way, sir. Get ready for the fucking long haul, baby. Because it's gonna be 2 weeks between each wave of these things. So yeah, that's gonna take a while.
It's real big. They doing short prints in that? Like
yeah.
Okay. What are those limited
How
to?
are they doing those? They're their own subset, and then are they limited or what? Yeah, those are the limited.
Okay.
Yes, they're the legendary ones.
Oh, okay. So those are limited to 25.
Gotcha. What do those look?
They're good looking cards, but people are
Well,
way
they look
overvaluing.
just like the other cards, but like a different variant color.
Right.
So,
And
really?
people are like getting a little carried away with their legendary status. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah. Check back in 10 years and see how fucking legendary these are. The
Gotcha.
legend continues.
Yeah, because no, in the physical side, it's literally it just looks like every other card. You just it has awful. So Holocron and the Galactic File sets have awful fucking numbering on the physical cards. Like it's impossible to sort those. And the short prints just make it so much worse because they look the exact same. There's nothing really to set them apart.
Yeah, so that's a lot. They ported the hell out of us. And then they're still running the daily, and they're gonna gild.
Finished.
Oh, did they finally? But that Holocron shit, they're gonna gild the fuck out of us. There's so many subsets. They're gonna gild some of those things. So buckle up for that. We may see some of that this weekend. I don't know, or nothing because they haven't been doing jack shit.
I don't know. Did they send out an email? I didn't see an email this week from them.
I don't know.
Of anything upcoming.
I don't know. I didn't see it. Call Me Nemo probably would have posted it, and I would have seen it. And I would have said, "Thank you, Call Me Nemo, because you're the best, and you always help everybody, and you post stuff that's helpful, and we love you." But I didn't, so I don't think so. So yeah. So the Han Solo thing, the daily at 4, that ended. Get ready. There'll probably be another wave of those, don't you think?
No,
or is that over?
done.
Is that a port? That's a port
That's a
from
port.
the Holocron, yeah.
I think it's a port from the previous thing.
What was the previous thing? I lose track of these goddamn ports, man.
I don't remember, but I remember sorting those physical cards recently. And I remember when I was sorting them, I'm like, oh, these are going to be a set.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, because we did buy some of them. We bought.
Yeah.
Did we buy 2 boxes of Holocron or 1? I think we bought.
Is that
one.
where we got those awesome SIGs that are still available?
Yes, they're still available.
Nice.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I can't say really. I'm not at liberty to discuss it.
What wasn't it?
Slip into my DMs are really rare.
I'm gonna slide right in them DMs.
No, one of them was like
Sleazebagano.
Sleazebagano, yeah.
Yes. Awesome. I think I have one of them.
Akbar's son of Akbar.
No, really?
Aftab?
I got a
think
son of
there was
Akbar somewhere. Now you're gonna make me go through my stack of shit.
Hell yeah,
The
dude.
one that keeps it right there.
That's not them. I don't know.
Why haven't you sold that shit on eBay, bro?
No, I sorted some of that stuff in there. I did sell a bunch of that stuff. I had a bunch of those stupid patch cards and shit from all the blaster boxes, all those dumb things.
I know. I put it in that box and I was like, here.
I sold the whole. I sold them as a lot.
Get rid of them.
Like $52. Take them all. Bye.
You gotta sell them in the group, man. In that Facebook group. I think we're in the same one.
I sold them on eBay. I've been raking it in on eBay.
Yeah, because I went through a spell a couple weeks ago where I decided I was going to sort all of the random cards from like the past, I don't know how many years.
Oh, it was great. It was like,
that's an
bring out your
undertaking.
dead, bring out your dead. And I just kept coming out with stacks. And she's like, you motherfucker, no, you did not. And I would just keep coming with stacks and stacks of unsorted cards.
It's like, I would think I finally reached the end of them.
Football, wrestling, you name it.
And I was like, okay, this is the last box. We're good. And then he brings out like this pile behind the monitor. I'm like, what the frick is this?
I was sickness. I like to buy packs of cards and blaster boxes. The dream.
I should have cleaned out the console.
One of these days, I'm going to get a good
card.
One of these days,
I'm going to get. Is there more in your car?
No. One of these days, I'll get a good card in a blaster box, and I'll be like, it was worth it.
Hell yeah, dude! First blaster box I ever bought. I scored a 1-of-1 Galaxy base.
Yeah, see, that's the shit you dream of, and my pay for your reality on that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I don't get it.
That's okay. I went back to that Target so many times after scoring, and don't worry, I paid for it. I went.
I looted all your luck. Poison the water hole.
Yeah.
So Han Solo, boo, that's done. Get ready for more. Daily motion. No, you said there's not going to be. Get ready for more. I don't care. They'll do them as they'll put a fucking half frame around and say it's a private screening.
Oh yeah, dude.
We'll get to that. Whoa, okay, sorry. That should be my answer.
Spoilers.
Everything I say wrong, I'll just go, I'm making a joke about something for later.
Spoilers.
So the daily motion, the ships and vehicles, love that. Love that set. I really like those cards. Great looking design. Love this. That's me all over, and pretty painless. They were so boring this week that there was a point where the 2 days of those were right next to each other. And wow, y'all ain't putting out shit.
Because when I went this morning to see the list of stuff, I'm just like, oh, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
So it was like,
bye.
because you're like, oh, can you make me a list of the Star Wars stuff? And I'm like,
no, it's gonna be so hard and time consuming.
And then I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep. So and then but those are fun, and I like the weekly meld thing. You know, basically I gotta get that. Everybody's gonna cycle the fuck out of that award. That really pisses me off. But god damn it, I like ships, so I'm gonna collect that. And then they did this Mandalorian Did You Know, which we're like, is this going to be a watch party? Or no, it was no event at all.
It was
just like,
nothing.
Here's this thing we just dumped out on the plate.
It's really bizarre. It feels like something they forgot to do at some point. Like they were cleaning out their files and we're like, oh crap, we forgot these Mandalorian Did You Knows.
Well, and then everyone's like, well, this is stupid because it doesn't even tell you anything. It doesn't tell you what they know. Well, it's a motion card. You have to get it. You tilt it. You have to get the card, and then you can know.
Yeah.
Only then will you be given access to the secret knowledge of the Topps vaults, which is so deep.
I didn't get one of them.
No, I didn't either. I didn't even look
They finally reached the point where I'm like, I didn't even do it.
Yeah, I'm doing that. You know, tons. It's great. I'm saving a ton of money. And all on NFTs on the blockchain.
Oh God.
Blockchain NFTs and destroying the universe too. That's great. So then Card Trader Monday occurred as well. Imperial Olive, Dak Ralter was in there, wasn't he, this week?
Was that? I thought that was last week.
Was it? I don't know. Whatever. Dak Ralter, I love him. He was in there somewhere. I was getting more of him. I think you're right. I think it was last week.
It was last week.
Because I finished this week and then I was like, okay, Dak Ralters for all my extras. So, that was great. And then Clone Wars Series 5, boo, I don't do those. 5. Season 5, do you do those stupid things? Chris?
Yeah.
Do you?
Just the blue.
I didn't even think to ask Dan, do you do those? No. Dan left.
Dan zoned out.
No, I don't do anything in Star Wars anymore.
No, nothing in Star Wars.
I do
We're gonna make
zero,
you stay
except occasionally.
You have to stay and talk about Winter Soldier with us. Ooh, boy, because shit's wow.
No.
Okay, so we'll go real fast. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, of course, man.
Hunters, blah. Rust Melons, we're done. Blah. Okay, what you watching? No, I'm kidding. So, yeah, that came out. Then that Limited Bounty Hunters thing, they're doing the sunset again now with the new cards that they just released. What are they? Jakku Sunset, or where is the Tatooine Sunset? Or who's Sunset?
There's just Binary Sunset.
Binary Sunset. So those are coming out again, and then they had these Limited Bounty Hunter cards. You want to do an impersonation of the Limited Bounty cards?
Saw those.
What are you doing? Oh, is that the motion?
Yeah, they just kind of like move their limbs around and then they blink. All of them fucking blink. It's really disconcerting. But
wait, really?
It's kind of cool. Did you ever get the Cad Bane card?
I don't remember.
What? Oh.
You should be mad at me about that card.
I know, right? You had 2 of them and you freaking got rid of them. And then I'm like, oh, I have one dupe and I just need Cad Bane. You're like, oh, I had 2 of them.
Sorry,
I just got rid of them.
You missed it.
I pulled one. I tried to trade it around. I did try to trade it. The people that were trying to get it.
Did you?
I did.
Did you though?
Well, I mean,
did you?
I didn't go local on that one. I guess I should have looked around a little closer, like in the kitchen, and see if anybody needed that one. But I did try to trade around. I got very frustrated, and I said, "Fuck y'all!" And I went to eBay and I sold it. And then somewhere on the way, I had a Sugi too. I traded for a Sugi, so I sold the Bane, the Cad Bane, and the Sugi, and then I bought a 10 count pink Dak Ralter with the money. So I think I did pretty good off that deal.
Did you?
Nice.
Did you have any 10 count pink Dak Ralters in your stack?
He does make a good point here.
Did you traded it away to a stranger?
So really, the first betrayal was on you. That's
no. It's always me. I'm the bad whole deal. So, but those are kind of stupid, and and there's no award, so who gives a fuck? Sunset variants, yay, collect them all. The Rust meld ended finally, but get ready because we've got a whole bunch of new cards that they got to do Rusts on yet, right?
Ugh.
Yeah, so get ready. Those will be coming back. We're going to continue to hear from people that weren't here for the first 27 forever. So get ready for that. And then the New Hope sad, lonely,
Oh my
private
gosh.
watch party
That is
event.
the saddest thing ever they have done.
I'm
Okay.
doing it, and it's like it's like a Morrissey song.
Can you guys give me the lowdown on this?
Time though.
What is this? I saw an image that says it's available for about 80 years. That's the only thing I know about this thing. That's it.
There's no rush. First of all, it's stupid. It's basically just every 10 minutes open a pack. I guess you're supposed to. I don't know what the fuck it is. Every 10 minutes you open a pack, and if you take too long, who cares? It doesn't care. It doesn't seem to care. I'm on wave. That's how you get a new version of cards we already got from previous watch parties that have like a L frame on them. They basically like half gilded these stupid things and put private screening or something.
Oh, I never
added
did
a
get
border.
that Cad Bane.
Didn't.
No, I didn't.
Well, you get ready. Our anniversary's coming up pretty soon. So.
Oh my god! Don't do that.
I know what some little lady's gonna be getting on that day. Bouquet of flowers for my lady? No, sir. She's gonna want that Cad Bane card. That's my girl.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, the New Hope private watch party is pretty fucking sad, and it lasts for 80 years. So
That's insane.
Rush at all, people.
Maybe that's just how long they have the license for. They're just calling it now. They're like, yeah, look, we got 80 years. We're running out the clock. Okay.
Yeah, they do a post like they did in Bunt. By the way, we just up because everybody's waiting for that shoe to drop.
Yeah.
So that was basically the week in Star Wars. I don't think I missed anything. If somebody's in Twitch right now that says, "Hey, you have a glaring omission," now's your chance. Otherwise, we're going to move into the aft portion of the show, which is comprised primarily of shout-em-outs and what you're watching. So did you have any shout-em-outs this week? Anybody being particularly nice to you? I still have all my usual folks that are just two-stepping me. I'm at like 6.7 thousand whites on DAC already.
Nice.
They're doing solid, and I'm super fucking lazy.
Let me see. I was really, really lazy, and then like the past day and a half, I was just like,
well, yeah, understandably.
Yeah.
Girlfriend in a coma. I know. See, I had to get a little more Morrissey in there for the show.
Great.
Just a little more Morrissey for the folks.
But I got a bunch of awesome back and forth trades with Cotter Jetta.
Oh, they're great.
And Melvalim.
Yeah, Melvalim's awesome.
And
you wait for one that I say, nope, they're my enemy.
MM09.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're Boba Fett guy.
Yep. And Ahsoka Rules You came back.
Yeah, they're cool.
Got a bunch of stuff from them again. And this morning I had some from Darth Albin.
Oh, so, I always get Darth Albin. As soon as I accept, he's like, "Oh, motherfucker!" I think he wakes up somewhere across the world and starts sending me more trades. It's great.
Nice.
I did think, I'm always cross trading, and I can't remember what app. It was either Bunt or Skate because this is the kind of thing that would only happen in those apps. But in the course of things, I think I woke up in the morning and I was still a little addlepated, and I looked at my trades and I thought that somebody had accepted in Star Wars while I was sleeping. So I went over to, it was either Skate or Bunt, and accepted this trade. And thanks for the cross trade, blah, blah, blah. About 2 hours later, I get a trade back. The person going, I didn't no. I didn't have to, you accepted wrong. This isn't mine. Here's it back. I'm just like super honest and really cool. So, because they could have kept it, I would have never fucking known, literally. I don't think so. It was really nice that somebody did that. Rabbit29. So if you see Rabbit29 in your app and you're cross trading, look them up. They're fucking awesome. Super honest person.
Oh my gosh, I am.
That is awesome.
And then I wanted to thank.
I still haven't hit 50,000.
How much?
50,000. Yeah.
50,000 is pretty solid numbers in any horde,
for a horde. Hell yeah, man!
I only hit 50,000.
I didn't. I'm like. What? I can't math.
You're going by Tatooine Dawn and midi-chlorian
like 600 away, but I've been I've reached like a snail's pace, like super slow because I've just been super.
Well, it's gonna pick up.
Who are you hoarding?
Hux.
I'll check. I'll check and see if I have any. I'll send whatever I have over. So
Okay, cool.
I literally don't give a shit about base in Star Wars, so they're all yours.
Okay.
That's all we care about. I wanted to give a big shout out to a member of the community for years and years. Fun guy, Lemmy Mercer.
Oh, his imaginary set.
His imaginary, he does like,
Yeah.
did you talking about the weekly, did they do a weekly flyer for
Yeah.
Tops? I don't know, because I always look at Lemmy's instead. And then when I see Tops's, I'm disappointed.
Like,
The ones that Lemmy makes up and just literally craps out in 5 minutes are better than anything that they're doing at fucking Tops. It's amazing. He's a super, super creative, nice guy too. Super fucking awesome trader and just a fucking blast. So love that dude and big props. And I just appreciate somebody being creative and doing stuff for fun in the app and making it fun for other people and putting it out there. Love
Absolutely, man. I was that first one he did, man. The Vanity Fair set that is like at the bottom. It's the one.
Everybody's like, "Holy shit! Those,
Yeah.
oh man, I can't fucking wait." He probably sold diamonds.
I'm sure he did, man. Dude, I would had I not like seen that and then almost immediately seen somebody be like, no, this is not a real thing. I probably would have bought some crystals in preparation because I was like, dude, that set is fucking fire.
Right. Yeah, and all the stuff that he does is really appealing and imaginative and nice and looks good and
it's different too. That's the thing that I really loved about it. He just chose like different stuff to work on.
It's fun too because all the stuff that he's using is probably in their fucking kit bag anyways. All these elements that he's taken and using are probably available to them anyways.
Yeah.
But he got there first. So he wins. Ha. We need to buy some Lemmy bucks or turn him into an NFT or something.
Lemmy bucks.
I already did. You should quit. So you missed that, Crystal.
Well, you should quit.
I should quit.
I should quit.
Like that. I've considered it. I've strongly considered it in quite a while. Let me tell you. So I guess with that we can move into what you're watching.
Tell me what you're watching on your TV tonight. Tell me what you're streaming on your iPad. Tell me what you're watching every day and at night. I'll be outside watching from the bushes.
All right, so there we go. This is our actual
Excellent.
dork room. You're hiding something, aren't you? What do you?
The pile of stuff I haven't sorted.
No, that
Yeah.
the one that goes all the way up to almost
Yes.
the top of the bookcase. It looks nice though. Columnar. Okay, so
Yeah,
man. It looks fine.
What those were from? They were like plastic buckets.
those were like popcorn buckets or
Were they
something.
Oh, from like AMC, like for the Star Wars
Probably.
showings.
Probably.
Or they might be KFC buckets. Are they episode 1?
No. They're older than that.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
no, because I see their trilogy.
yeah,
in there.
they're trilogy.
Yeah.
All right, fun.
Nice. I see that. I'm
It's a
digging that
consumer
Kylo Ren
product,
card.
and it's got Star Wars. We probably bought it at one time, and
Yes.
then we never got rid of any of it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can everybody have fun screen capping and dissecting this fucking room. There's so many shit behind me, man. Seriously, look at fucking signed Erie by Frank Frazetta right there.
Nice.
Fucking analog with one of the first episodes of Dune in it from 1964 with the Schoenheier
Is that
cover.
different than what was?
I
in
did.
there
I
before?
changed it out. I couldn't stand. I had a creepy #1 up there signed by Jack Davis and James Warren, but they signed in ballpoint, and I just couldn't stand any light hitting that was just going to destroy those
But
signatures.
there's no light in
That's
that.
true.
No, any light on ballpoint, just forget it.
On anything, yeah, you got to be careful with signatures for sure. And I hate this room that I keep my stuff in because it's literally like a sunroom. That's what it's supposed to be, and so many windows. And the only thing I can really do because we have so many plants in here is just kind of like tilt up the blinds at the end a little bit and hope it blocks it. But also just keep my Adam Driver autograph very very close to myself at all times and in the dark. And
Crystal has a Hux. somewhere.
Nice.
I think it's actually on your desk right
It's
next
in the
to
bed. No, it's in the bedroom. It's hanging out. It's hanging.
Nice.
No, it's hanging out with some Witchblade statues.
Oh, okay. He's probably really happy. They ain't
Yeah.
them chicks barely got a stitch on. They look great. So, what have you been watching, Dan?
Oh my lord. So much. Shit. I've been watching a bunch of really stupid movies. I just have been in.
She gets so mad at the shit I watch. She's like,
Nah, but like this is like you would be justified in being mad. Like I think I watched Mystery Men twice this week.
I like that movie though. There's a lot of stuff in there.
We
I really
saw that
like.
in the movie theater.
Hey now, you're rock. That's like one of those.
Yeah.
Every fucking movie had to end with that goddamn song.
It did. It was that time period.
Yeah.
Every fucking time.
Yes, and it's such a dumb movie. It has no like actual content in it, but for some reason I really enjoy it because I saw it as a kid.
It just meanders around. It seems to have no fucking drive at all.
Yeah.
It just literally just like kind of wanders around and then ends. But there's stuff in there that I really like. The Shoveler. I shovel well. I
shovel very well.
I constantly say that, and people have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
So good.
Well, it's like okay.
No, it's got some choice lines. I've been doing a thing this year where I'm trying to average at least a movie a day, for like the whole year, and I
your health. It's for your health.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it is, but we'll see. Talk to me on December 30th. We'll see how it's going.
Still alive.
Yeah. No, there's right now I think I'm just about there, but I've been hitting a bunch of movies that I haven't seen before or have seen before. It's just a bunch of random stuff. But the main thing that I'm doing is obviously The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Well, it's surprisingly deep. After coming out of the Vision and the WandaVision, which was fairly heavy duty and a lot of psychological analysis going into that. This has been really a fucking rich thing going on here.
Yeah.
Very surprisingly so, and really very surprising to see it being number one that Disney's like putting this out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's really weird because like you want to like listen to it, like the messages it's trying to convey and be like, oh yeah, I agree. But then you're like, but also Disney made this and there's still a fucking giant global corporation who, if possible, would take over the world.
For sure.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Well, I think they'd run it better in a lot of
I think that they would do a better job.
Yeah. I'm tired of looking at trash on the ground. I'm tired of I think Disney prevents that.
I don't know. I don't want to do my like mandatory 2 years of service in a Goofy costume. Like I don't want that to be a thing, and I feel like that would be a thing if Disney ran the world.
Florida,
so. In anywhere, man.
Minnesota, fuck you. You think that's a great job in Minnesota? Be nice and fucking warm.
Oh my god,
we'd be dying over here.
You'd be slipping all over the place, Greg. But it's aside from that fact, yes, it's kind of moving into an area that is. It's more exciting to see comic book movies and superhero movies go, because that's what a lot of these comic books and superheroes are based on is like class struggles and like experiences of marginalized groups and things like that. And so finally them like talking about it a little bit more openly is really nice to see. Obviously fans have always been like, well, actually, isn't it kind of fucked up that this happened in that movie? And we all just, cheered when the building collapsed. And that's kind of just been a fandom thing. But now it's like you have Baron Zemo being like likable and also very like he's making good points.
I had a lot. I couldn't dislike Zemo. I really thought he was charming. A great villain. Fantastic villain. Want to see more of him, please.
Well, and obviously, I don't know if you guys do like a spoiler alert thing, but
spoiler
alert, there it was. Anybody that knows we're going to talk about this shit, you better have fucking watched it. Why are you even...
Yeah.
Saturday.
But he goes willingly. It's not a fight. It's not an anything. It's a this has to happen. I'm gonna escape prison later. Obviously we're setting up something. We're setting up something by naming the fucking prison he's going to.
Or who knows? Yeah, and who knows? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's
too good not to see again. Seriously,
for sure.
Really good. Actor performance. Fun
and the German voice of Lightning McQueen.
Oh, okay.
I found that random factoid the other week, and I was just like, "What?" And then I'm like, "No, I can hear it.
Yeah,
I can see it. Yeah."
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Watch Cars in German. It's Baron Zemo.
Which who doesn't? We do that all the time.
It's not on my list. It's gonna probably remain that way, but I can appreciate it. That's
I've been really and I mean, what's in the box? What's in the box? Show us what's in the box. Open the box.
It's so Honda, it's gonna be
box. It's gonna be fun. I said. I mean, that's like when he opened it, and then they didn't show us.
Wakandan chocolates.
When he opened it, show us. My take was he looks at it and goes, "Fuck, I'm Black Panther now."
Oh, it's almost certainly a suit. If it's not,
it's gotta be an awesome suit and some new wings.
Yeah,
I have been told that there's an action figure that spoils the suit. It was somebody posted a link on Reddit, and I was like, "That's gonna stay blue," but it's a really fucking difficult decision for it to stay blue because I want to see it. It's gonna be awesome for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see that, and then they basically planted a seed for another Falcon because the guy that he gave the old busted ones that got the wings torn off.
Yeah,
he's like, "Yeah, you can have those," and that kid, that army kid, he's gonna fix that shit up.
For sure,
in the comics, he does. that character does. Yeah, he's he becomes kind of like a sidekick, but another superhero. He takes the wings and becomes a superhero.
Yeah, I mean that's basically the lesson to learn for all comic book movies, though, is that no one's ever really gone. It doesn't work that way. Nobody hangs up a mantle and it's there will never be another Falcon. It's literally they just drop it on their way to pick up the Captain America mantle, and some dude's like, "Hey, I'm Falcon now."
So do you think that's the way it's gonna go? Do you think he's gonna come marching out with the shield in a fucking Cap outfit and go, "Fuck y'all, I am Captain America"?
Yeah, I mean,
this is what Captain America is now. I
have a very strong feeling that is what we're gonna see on Friday this week. Is him taking that mantle of Captain America and and fuck you government, and you didn't have the right to give it away anyways.
They said it's a gray area. They don't even own it.
Yeah, which is great. We got Elaine Bennis in the MCU now.
Right, yes, she was amazing. As soon as she goes, it's what the fuck is going on? I had no idea she was even going to be in this.
Yeah, there was a big cameo that was teased. People were like, there's going to be a cameo, and it's somebody who hasn't been in the MCU before, and it's going to be great. It's a huge star, which is okay, maybe oversold a little bit. It's I get it, but also I wouldn't say Julia Louis-Dreyfus is doing huge right now. She's not moving movie tickets,
No, nobody is. But she's very popular.
I got confused when she showed up there because it's a governmental place. She was hanging out, and I'm like,
"Is this Veep? Are we in Veep now? Is it Veep?
Meyer?
Crossover!
Selena Meyer's showing up also?
Yeah, man. Yeah, but that is, in case anyone doesn't know, that is Madam Hydra is the role that she'll be stepping into going forward, and and with Zemo now going,
I'm joining Hydra. She's a blast,
right?
Yeah, man, she's pretty great. She's got that purple streak in her hair, so she's kind of funky.
Good energy, I like. Yeah, it. A lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Hail Hydra. Hail Hydra.
You do this right, Hail Hydra.
I have no idea.
I'm doing that. That's how I'm doing
That's your thing.
Hail Hydra. I do that now.
Okay.
It's skull and crossbones.
I just imagine that not being this loop, but you're really committed to it, and I'm just being like, yeah, that dude just does.
I think actually it's Wakanda forever.
Yeah,
that is the Wakanda thing.
Up. Hail Wakanda!
Yeah, there you go.
I messed it all up. I should watch these shows.
No.
But yeah, it's. No, so with Zemo going to the raft and stuff, people are thinking that we're probably setting up Villain's team movie coming up here, whether that be like Dark Avengers or Thunderbolts or
Zemo and Loki would be a fucking blast, dude. I want to hang with those bros and go drinking. This is so fun.
I don't think we're gonna get Loki past the series though.
No,
I think
because he
you think
dies.
he's done?
Spoiler warning.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't think he's going further. I think we're gonna have the Loki series, and then
then he's done because his contract's over.
I bet he's probably done.
I don't know. Well,
that's fair.
Because Loki,
if his career after that is bad, isn't good, then he'll be back.
So what I'm learning from Spider-Man is that apparently, once you're in MCU, you can only do horribly in other projects. Tom Holland has not put out like a good movie since being in Spider-Man.
Well, I think a lot of stuff's been in the can though, because I know that Daisy Ridley movie that just came out with him, which apparently is not great. That had been in the can, I think, for like years. 2 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they just got to dump it in pandemic. You know,
that Cherry one though is also heard not super great. Haven't seen it yet because it's an Apple Plus, and I'm not an Apple Plus.
It's a shame because he's a super talented kid. And, you know,
what was that one that was on Netflix? He was in. I haven't watched it yet.
Though. You know, I mean, you go, this guy's career's not going good. He's like, how old is that kid? Is he even 20?
I don't know. He's like 20 maybe. Can he drink? I don't know.
I mean, it's like, so I'm not going to worry about him for a while yet.
No, for sure.
MCU.
I won't feel bad.
He's going to be fine.
I won't feel bad about him until I see him at a local con in a corner and nobody's fucking trying to get his autograph. You know, you see him down at fucking Beaver Con down at the fucking Ramada Inn.
See him at the Ramada Inn.
Why would it be the Beaver Con in Jacksonville? I don't know. They like beavers. Shut up.
Con in
Yeah, Beaver Con at the Ramada next weekend down on Phillips Highway. Make sure you're down there.
No, but it is just
Tom Holland. He's gonna be doing.
It is just kind of like a curse though of these major franchises. Is like people really can't escape the role, and even if they do something well, it's hard for people to view them as something else moving forward. And
there's always that danger. I mean, it feels like
they probably got enough money. I think they probably get.
Chris Evans did really well with that Knives Out thing.
Heck,
he seemed to be really
did.
popular in that, and that's probably a good credit for him there. So
and then he's gonna be the real Buzz Lightyear.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, like the real Buzz Lightyear, like not the toy Buzz Lightyear.
Live action Buzz Lightyear.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's live action, but it's like a cartoon, I think. But he's going to be like the Buzz Lightyear.
Well, I hope it's live action.
Oh, like who they base the action figure on?
Yes.
I see. It's not to say that everyone who ever touches a major property, has no career after that is over. It's just that it's the same kind of thing that really happened with Star Wars. It's like, you were a Star Wars guy, and like really only Harrison Ford survived that. Mark Hamill only up until recently, very recently, within the last 10 years was like,
he was in the Guyver, okay? Have you seen the Guyver?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, my God, he was in that. It was in the Guyver. He was good. Or maybe it was Guyver 2. I can't remember.
Guyver 2?
It was one of those Guyver movies. He was in that.
I remember
it was good.
that.
I remember the Guyver. Come on.
The Guyver?
Yeah, that one.
He was the Guyver.
But no, there's usually like one person that can escape or whatever. Like, and Scarlett Johansson, I'm sure she's fine. She's gonna
be fine. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, and she was obviously doing much more, before going into it, and it's kind of, but it's like Tom Holland. I can't think of anything, that he was doing before Spider-Man. He just kind of showed up.
He'll be like Aaron Rodgers and end up hosting Jeopardy, and it'll be the biggest thing he ever did.
I would watch the shit out of Tom Holland hosting Jeopardy, though.
Aaron Rodgers may just steal that gig. I think he's great. Have you seen that?
He's been my favorite.
He's been pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty damn personal and quick on a quip, and he's been a lot of fun on there. So we're old and we watch Jeopardy, so we'll talk about that. We've been watching Jeopardy, of course. It's on every day when we're eating supper. It used to be. We wish we ate supper.
Yeah, we've been eating supper late, but
so back to the Falcon.
Yeah.
So, it's cool. I think I think you're right. I feel like they kind of like tried to make us think it's going to be new wings, and then he's going to hit the box. It's going to be a new Captain America outfit, and he's going to say, if anybody was to know him, who would better than the Wakandans?
Oh,
and I loved him flirting with Sam's sister.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
Yeah, he was clear like, oh hey, how you doing? Yeah, he was bagging on her, And then Sam got it. He was like, get the fuck away from my sister.
Well, he's like, I'm gonna have my friend like cut you into pieces. I was like, what? Like, either you're doing that job or no one is. Like, I'm sorry. That's the Winter Soldier. You show some respect.
It's a great show. I've been really enjoying it, and
I can't believe there's just one more episode.
Yeah, there's one more to wrap it up, and it'll be interesting. I'm really looking forward to hearing from my friend Julius when it's all over.
Oh yeah.
But it's an interesting show, and it's an interesting time for it to be coming out. And really kind of it's cool. It's good. It's quality shit. I think it may be better than we deserve as fans.
Yeah,
quality show. I really like it a lot.
I was all about WandaVision. This is kind of really just like glossed over WandaVision for me. Like, I look back and I'm like, WandaVision was fun and interesting, but like this is like fucking like the meatloaf. Like we had the bread, before with WandaVision, and it's like, this is it, man. This is what I came for.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, really in a different way. It may have more impact, even though it's smaller universe, in terms of the power of the characters and stuff like that. But man, it's been really enjoyable and thought provoking, and it feels important in a way.
Yeah,
it's really strange for a superhero show. I don't think that's something they thought they could do.
Yeah, I absolutely.
Anything other than this? Did we miss anything from the Falcon and Winter Soldier that was delightful? Other than Zemo was great.
Well, I liked it when the Wakandans showed up there.
Yeah.
Because it's like he was sitting there, and I'm just like, they're gonna show up right now.
And they sure.
And then like a minute later, they showed up. I was like, yeah, girls.
Hell yeah. Get that dude.
Yeah, they're great.
And he was just kind of like, all right.
You got me.
You got me.
You got me.
I won't lie, man. I was a little bit like hesitant when Bucky's raising the gun to Zemo. I was like, wow, I can't believe they're showing this. Like, I didn't think we'd get and then pulls the trigger and it's empty. And I was like, whew, they're really going for it.
Yeah, they definitely have really gone for it. I mean, I think when you've got a show that has Captain America straight up bludgeoning a dude to death,
oh my
god, in front of a crowd, seriously, I mean, that's about as hardcore as you're gonna get.
Yeah,
with that, I mean, they really. It's surprising how far they went with this, and it's heartening that they're willing to go to that level for something that seems worthwhile. It wasn't like it was wasted or something to grab clicks or something like that. It feels like they really care about what they're doing with this thing. They may be this massive corporate entity that's just after our money, but this feels like they're great at it. Let's put it that way.
That's it. Yeah. No, they're good at it. I give them that.
Yeah. People complain, about Disney and stuff like that, but they're actually very conscious of the current state of things. Because, did you hear about them with the outfits in Disney World and
yes,
the parks?
The changes with tattoos and facial hair.
Yeah, it's like people are going to be able to show their tattoos. Not on your face. Because
the guy with the snake on his face.
Yeah, nobody with a tattoo on their face is ever going to be good.
Nobody with a tattoo on their neck should ever apply for any other job in their life.
Well, that's so lame because I had an interview for Disney, but right before it, I was going to go get my damage tattoo on my forehead.
You come in with your big grill like Joker.
I should reschedule those. I should flip them around.
That would be a cool look for you, man.
Yeah, damaged. Yeah, I think it'd be awesome.
Completely fucking different. Nobody would see that coming at all.
But no, I think Disney is generally one of the companies out there that's like trying to be attentive. And people, the ones who are mad about them being woke or whatever. And it's like, shut up. You're missing the whole point. They're catching up with everybody else. So it's like, and then the outfits people are going to have, because currently, at the Haunted Mansion, the girls all have to wear, little maid outfits.
Maid outfit.
And then the guys are like butlers or something. Now they're going to have just kind of like a standard type thing, where it's not going to be like the girls
It's
have
not
to be the
gendered.
maids.
It's
It's not going to
gendered.
be gendered
Right.
costume.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, let people just wear their outfits.
So basically, over in another part, you might see a male fishwife.
A what?
One of the attractions where they have the fishwives. They have a male one.
What?
A male fishwife.
What?
A fish man.
I don't think they
That's
have
what
that,
they.
actually. But I thought that was really gendered. I was trying to think of what was the most gendered thing, and fishwife was what I came up with.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, I don't know. I felt like I was like having like a
It's great if
zone out vaccine moment there, and I was like hallucinating.
Anybody? No, it's
it's
just it's a stupid thing I said, and it didn't make any sense. And then
thank you for that.
Anybody could be a warmonger because it doesn't seem to be any kind of gender attached to that. It's like not male or female. You can be a male or a female warmonger.
Nobody wants to be a monger.
A monger, but you could be a fishmonger. That's what brought it to mind. Because a
wouldn't wanna be a
fishmonger, I think,
fishmonger.
could be a male or female, but a fishwife is clearly gendered.
I almost just said Monger. I hardly know her.
It's just fun to say monger. I want to be known as some type of monger. There we go. Some type of
My lord.
Oh my gosh, he's writing it down.
of
Some
monger.
type of monger.
There you go. Okay, so cool. More than a monger.
Wow. What is the real do or is that do or do not there in the Twitch feed?
Yes, and it's the real one.
It's the real one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shout outs. I had some portraits from them.
Well, maybe they were feeling really hurt because you
Oh.
didn't call them out. That's why they were there. I guess I'm an enemy.
Dude,
Because you said if I didn't call
No.
you, you're my enemy.
no,
I
I
probably
didn't.
said
You
that.
probably
That
said
sounds
that.
like something
not.
I
That
would
sounds
say.
like something you would say. Dude, I'm
That sounds
sorry.
like
I'm like vaccine brain. I'm just like,
He'll probably still trade with you.
maybe.
Or she. I don't want to gender them. I don't want to say they're a fishwife if they're not.
Fishwife.
But they
You
That
gotta
could
is
be
stop
a
using
warmonger.
this.
They could
That
be a
is
warmonger.
horrid.
I don't even know what that is. I'm going to look it up later, and it's going to be great. So, do we miss anything from the Falcon and Winter Soldier? No, I don't think so. I've been watching
think so.
a bunch of terrible movies, but
I'm
they're so
so
terrible.
shocked.
I'm not even going to tell you about them because they're so bad.
Yeah, thank
Did you watch anything educational this week, or were you just out of it?
I was mostly out of it. The only thing I think I watched, there was a thing on PBS about the American insurrection, which was disturbing. And I didn't watch much else.
Cool.
I'm even behind on like my regular shows of the week because I was just like, "Durr."
Right.
So
Okay. Well, then I think we should finish this show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although, what was that I gotta find that volcano thing.
The what?
Remember the volcano thing I said in the car?
Oh God, I can't even remember. Oh no, because I remember what it was. We were talking about something with volcanoes, and then
No.
and I said, "Are you worried about volcanoes?"
Well, there was some story on the radio, and they were talking about some farm on the side of a volcano.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. And you're
Yeah.
like, "Why would you want to have a farm
Yeah, I'm
next
like,
to a
I don't
volcano?"
want a farm on the side of a volcano.
And I was like, "Well, they have really rich soil. I know that like
That's true.
coffee places and stuff are usually in volcanic place, like in Hawaii and stuff like that. It's good for the soil, and that's why they would have it." And I'm like, "So
Yeah.
why? What are you worried about volcanoes?" And she's like, "Volcanoes don't fuck around, man."
That is true.
Like, well, that's true. You typically don't hear about, a volcano gently warming anyone, or
Yellowstone will fuck us up eventually. That's absolutely correct.
Oh, that's one of her
volcanoes.
favorites.
Yes.
The super volcano
Yeah.
that's going to
Volcanoes.
blow up and
Yeah.
kill
I
everybody.
like that one.
So yeah, just wipe out all of North America. So that's,
Yeah.
she's looking forward to that one. But yeah, that was the
They
thing.
don't fuck
It's
around.
like, yeah, volcanoes don't fuck around, man. It's like, well, yeah, you're right. They're not
Amazing.
known for that. Taunt the fucking volcano. Next thing you know, pyroclastic flow comes to gently warm your tea. No, it's gonna kill you. So that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm going with some type of monger. I like that.
AKA volcanoes don't fuck around.
Cool. So well, we look forward to the coming week and the apocalypse on 420. Everybody smoke up and watch what's going to happen with MLB and the blockchain on Tuesday. That's going to be a lot of
What
fun.
happens on 420?
420 is the MLB blockchain drop
Why would they do that on 420?
because they're high on dope. and they like to smoke.
What? They're hoping a bunch of people will forget. It just makes the buying process way easier.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna be a segment like, I love baseball. I also love weed. Sorry.
baseball, weed.
She's a harsh mistress. Sorry,
I'm just saying it's probably way easier to pack a bong than it is to buy these NFTs. So
they actually smoke wax too. I think there's like some kind of wax.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the wax while you do the wax. Yeah.
Smoke the wax and then open your wax. I don't know. Pick a wax.
Yeah, wax is it's like a concentrated oil.
Like super weird.
THC.
Some kind of weird shit that's out of weed.
It's in with the kids right now.
Yeah,
yeah.
God, took one too many dabs. Can't do anything anymore the rest of the day. Okay.
Dabs.
Can't hold your shit, bro. That's what that is all about. Well, Daniel, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you being here and bringing some perspective to our usually very wan and colorless world of Marvel.
Nah, man, I love this one. You guys are great, and yeah, man, you guys, you have all the dirty deets on stuff too, man.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about all that shit last week with the last week with the hacked accounts. Still nothing. Radio silence on that. But watch the space. Maybe somebody will say something. I'm surprised that hasn't happened in your app either. Y'all got some old valuable shit and dead accounts. I'm move on to those pastures as well.
Matter of time, I'm sure.
Yeah. So look forward to that. Well, thank you again for joining us. And when it happens, we'll have you on. You can go,
awesome.
He stole all my fucking eyes, those motherfuckers.
Oh, God, please don't do that.
I just put a target on your ass. But
Yikes.
we really appreciate you being with us. We thank you again for joining in. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining us. I hope you get to feeling better. We're going to get some lunch and go to IKEA today.
I don't need lunch.
Nice.
Cool. So thank you, everybody, for joining in. You can find us on Twitter. Just add us at Twitter. It's Hoardcast. We're on that. It's Hoardcast on the Twitter. We're in the Reddit. Post something in Reddit that's really fucking pathetic, and we'll make it. You should quit. So go ahead and do that. It's really fun. Unsuspected. Maybe you don't know you've been on the show. Maybe somebody gets back to you and finds out. I didn't give a screen name on that one, so at least there's that. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And arrivederci.
Bye.
See ya.
Hooray! Okay, we did it. Woohoo!